Hey everyone, I hope you've had a wonderful holiday season with friends and family. The new year is right around the corner, and before we get to that new year, I wanted to talk about how much I made from my first year being monetized on YouTube. I really need this coffee. My wife and I just got back from Disney yesterday, so we are quite exhausted. But before we get to the actual numbers of how much I made, I just wanted to go through like the YouTube monetization process, how it works, what you have to do in case you or someone you know is interested in trying to make something out of their YouTube channel or start a YouTube channel this coming new year. And hopefully this will clear up some misconceptions that a lot of people have about how YouTube works. So once you've made your channel, before you can actually begin the monetization process, you have to meet two main criteria. The first is you have to hit 1,000 subscribers, and the second is you have to hit 4,000 watch hours within 12 months. So my very first video was posted in January of 2020, and it took me about a year and 6 months, so a year and a half, to hit that 1,000 subscriber mark. So I passed 1,000 subscribers in about June or July of 2021, which is very slow growth, but that's okay. We are slowly growing. As long as we're slowly making progress, I'm okay with that. But because I hadn't hit the 4,000 watch hours mark, I still couldn't be monetized yet. So I didn't actually hit the 4,000 watch hours mark until that following December of 2021. So it took me 6 more months to hit the 4,000 watch hours mark. So I wasn't actually eligible to be monetized for the first 2 years of my YouTube channel. But last December, about a year ago today, I officially got monetized and I was able to start making money from my videos. Once you do hit the 1,000 subscriber mark and the 4,000 watch hour marks, once you hit those 2 checkpoints, YouTube then goes in and does a check on your channel to make sure that you're ad friendly. Because if you're doing negative things or hateful things, they don't want to put ads on your videos to make money from that kind of stuff. So they just do a quick check. Most people get past this check, and then you have to make what's called an AdSense account. And this AdSense account is how YouTube pays you. So if you didn't know, when ads pop up on videos, that is how we make money. Depending on the length of the video, most people usually have ads at the beginning, somewhere in the middle, and one at the end. That's just kind of standard practice. But we can go in and add more ads in between if we want to make more money. But it's kind of a trade-off, because if we put a ton of ads in, people are probably going to click away from the video. So you got to have a nice balance of ad to video ratio, or people just aren't going to watch anymore because it's just flooded with ads. But when an ad is played on a video, it makes us money, and that money gets filtered into our AdSense account. And our AdSense account is kind of like our YouTube bank account. That's where all the money that we make from YouTube floods into, and that's where it sits until we reach a certain payment threshold. And I think we have to have $100 in that account, and then once we hit that $100 threshold, YouTube will then at the end of the month kick it into our normal bank account once you've linked your bank account. And that's really the whole process. But another thing I wanted to talk about is the type of content you make affects how much money you can get from ads. So there are tons of different types of content on YouTube. There's fashion, lifestyle, vlogs, finance, car videos, anything you can think of is probably a type of niche on YouTube. And these different niches actually make different amounts of money. Like, it's pretty well known at this point in the YouTube community that if you have a finance YouTube channel, that you're going to make more per view than somebody that's making like a car one. And it's also well known that vlog style channels make significantly less than other types. So my channel, unfortunately, is kind of under that category. I make like skate vlogs. So per view, I don't make as much as some other people. And that's just kind of how YouTube works. So now that we've got all that out of the way, I've explained kind of how I make money, how other YouTubers make money. Let's dive into my YouTube studio, which is where I see all my analytics, and let's really break down how much I made in my very first year of being monetized. All right, so what you're looking at on the screen right now is the YouTube Studio, and this is where, if you have a YouTube channel, you can go to view your analytics to see how your videos are doing and just look at the kind of content you're making and how well it's performing. So as you can see, my last video, my unboxing haul, isn't doing that great. It's kind of in the middle, and you can kind of compare it to the last couple videos. So my primitive unboxing is doing really well compared to my other videos. And you can see my skydiving anniversary video isn't doing so hot. So I know I probably shouldn't make more content like that because it doesn't get that many views. But this just kind of ranks your videos, and this can be a good thing, it can be a bad thing. There's a lot of talk about how this number right here affects people's mental health, and like they post a video they think is going to do really well and it tanks, and it just shows you immediately if it's a 10 out of 10. But at the same time, if it's a 1 out of 10, it like shoots little fireworks to let you know that your video is doing really well. But I don't know. That's just, it doesn't really bother me that much. I'm not here to get rich off of YouTube, so I'm not really worried about it. It's just a fun hobby that happens to make money now. But what we're really interested in today is this over here, the analytics. So if I click on analytics over here, by default, it keeps it at the last like 28 days. I'm not sure why it's not 30, but it keeps it at the last 28 days. So as you can see right here, in the last 28 days, I've gotten 7,105 views, 3,400 watch hours. I've gained 42 subscribers, and my estimated revenue, this isn't set in stone, but my estimated revenue is about $25, which actually is a little low compared to my past couple months. I'm usually averaging between $30 to $40 every month, which is not bad. But if I go up here and change this to lifetime, this will be the life of my channel, we can really get a sense of how much I've made this year. So this is it. This is the number. Here we go. So this year, total, I have made $411. If you were expecting more, sorry to disappoint, but that's pretty much it. And if we click and go over here to my estimated revenue on the side, you can see exactly where I start making money. So you can see that I'm not making any money because I'm not monetized yet until bang, you can see right there, December 31st, 2021. That's kind of the day I got monetized, and today's the 30th, so it's been almost exactly a year. And you can see, you know, the chart, the graph starts going up and down to show you how much money I've made from these videos. And you can see there's a big jump right here of how much I made. We'll have to check it to see what that video is. In my entire lifetime being on YouTube, which has been 3 years total, but only 1 year monetized, I've made $411. Now, let me know what you think. Were you expecting more, less? Considering that I only have 2,000 subscribers, I think that's not a bad number. As a whole, if I'm being really honest with myself, my videos don't get as many views as I would like them to get. That's just how it is right now. The skateboarding YouTube area is just really small. Not a lot of people watch them. And I need to find some kind of system or something to get more views. My most watched videos are typically my skate park tours, or if I mention some kind of celebrity's name. Like I think one of my most watched videos, which we'll go check it in a second, is the Nyjah Houston tech deck video where I got Nyjah Houston's tech deck park and the Ashad Wear shoes. So with that, I kind of want to dig in deeper and see exactly what my highest viewed video is. So if we go to my content, this is every video I've ever made, just listed in order. If I go to views and click it, so now we can see, okay. So my #1 viewed video ever with 18,000 views, 735 likes is my, I think this is my second is rubber grip tape actually worth it video. I make a lot of videos about rubber grip tape because they just kind of do well. They're all up there in my top like 20 most viewed videos, and this one is the best. As you can see, we've got 18,578 views, posted back in November of 2020. So this is my first year of YouTube. Unfortunately, I'm not making as much as I want from this because this was 2 years ago and not a lot of people are watching that video anymore. My second most viewed video is the Ashad Wear. Now this one was really good because this was right after I got monetized. So I got monetized in December of 21. So this is like the next month in January of 2022. And you can see it did really well. 15,615 views, 228 likes. Very, very good overall compared to the rest of my videos. And then from there, it just keeps going down. Most recently, the Session, the new video game that came out, is like the most recent video that did really well. And I know that's it's almost 5,000 views, but considering I just posted that a couple months ago, like I think that's pretty good. All right, so just want to show you, just because the timing was so different, like my rubber grip tape video, as you can see, has 18,575 views, and my Nike SB Ashad Wear review of those shoes got 15,613 views. So the rubber grip tape video has 3,000 more views. But if I click on it, you can see I only made about $25. But if I go back to the Ashad Wear ones, I made $51. And it's interesting, I'm not really sure how that works. And I know I posted the other one like before I was monetized. So this one was in the entire monetized area of my YouTube career. So it's just crazy how much the views can change depending on where and when you post it. So I think this video made me the most out of anything I've ever made. So maybe shoe reviews are the way to go. And then here's another example. My skate wax video has more views, almost 5,000, and it made $31, almost $32. But if I go down to the Nyjah Houston Tech Deck one, this one is only at 12,000 views, but it has more money, so it's made me more. So it always just depends on the video. There's no set practice or no set algorithm that tells me exactly how much each view is going to be worth, which is kind of frustrating. Like, if I needed this to make a living, I could understand how that can be really stressful and frustrating. Fortunately, I don't need to do that. If you don't know, I'm a teacher. I'm a band and chorus teacher. YouTube's just a side hustle for me. It's just something that I do for fun. I've always liked making videos. I've always made little Instagram videos. YouTube is just like a way for me to ramp that up to the next level. If I'm being honest and critical with myself, I'm very happy with where the channel is going, but I do wish I could find a way to get more views, not for the money, but I do want to grow. And my main goal for this channel is just to make enough money to pay for my skateboarding hobby. Skateboarding is like my main hobby, but it can be kind of expensive, like buying boards every month, and eventually trucks break, buying new wheels, bearings, skate shoes especially. I just want to be able to pay for my skateboarding hobby. So if I can get to the point where I'm making like $100 a month or something like that, where I can just use that money to go right back into the YouTube channel, like just buy my skateboards and buy my gear that is necessary, that is like the ideal spot I want to be. But if I want to get really, really kind of unrealistic, like super far in the future goals, if for any reason my channel blows up to the point where I can make like good money from it, like my ideal goal for work would be like teaching part-time and YouTube part-time, and just kind of using both of them to make a full-time income. I don't really ever think that's going to happen, but if it does, that would be pretty cool. But right now, my main monetary goal for this channel is just to make enough to cover my skateboarding costs. So just make enough to pay for my boards, trucks, wheels, the gas to get to and from all these skate parks and things like that. That's kind of the goal. And if I can get to that point, I mean, even right now, I'm pretty content. Like I love making these videos. It's a good time. It's a nice hobby to have. If I can get to that point, that would be nice. So thank you guys for stopping by. If you're new to the channel, thanks for coming and hanging out with me to see how much I have made this year. If you want, feel free to go check out some more videos after this on the channel. If you like this video, hit that like button, because that like button helps me in the YouTube algorithm. It helps me get more views, which in turn will help me make slightly more money in the end. So if you like this video, hit that like button for me. I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday, and I hope you guys have a really good new year. I hope you stick with any New Year's resolutions you decide to make. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.